You come with me as we go for a little wander around this site. So this is the lower tier, and it's one way around this. It's not that big a site. Also down the end here is the dog walk area and where you go to exit. So as you can see, it's pretty much clockwise, all this, except that bit in the middle where you could see bi-directional traffic. Having said that, you are supposed to be out by midday, so hopefully you won't meet anything coming. Up this hill. And there is a dog walk here. There is. Dog walk. I'll just go around the back of that. And footpath to the beach. It's about 15 minutes to walk. And here it is. Up until where that path goes through the bushes. There is also a play park. I'll just go up to the fence here. There we go. There's a play park down there. There's a little swing, little seesaw just down there. Don't think I want to be that pitch just there with the entrance to the play park just there with all the kids, but there we go. It's a dinky little caravan. And then as you can see, you come up and this is the way out. Now the gate here is not locked either, so you can depart early, as we did. So I wouldn't want to be some of the caravans nearby, because obviously your vehicle will be making some noise as you climb up that hill. And this is the main road, so if you can imagine you're coming in down this way, and then you have to suddenly turn sharp to get round there. Just make sure you go wide, give yourself some room for it. So I say, it's not that big a site. Oh, he's right behind me. I'll pull over. Hello.
Hi there.
Ah yes, this track. If you book a meal in the pub, and you're almost certainly going to need to, then this will take you to a little road which is not very well used, to which you then walk across a field into the back of the church graveyard. Sounds a bit gruesome. And then from there down into the actual pub. I have to say, good food. And there we go, I'm pretty much back where we started from. Oh, confession to make, we didn't actually bring the awning that's a blow up one, which does have bug nets, but it's not as big as the ends that are on here. And basically I can split the awning in half, sit at one end and put something probably large and blue and paddleboard shaped down the other. What do you think? Pump time. I'm being ignored, aren't I?
So it's our first full morning here on our summer 2021 holiday in Devon. Bit of a toilet update, I'm going to tell from the site. There are no COVID restrictions now. You can wear a mask if you want to, but be careful. But I tried out the showers this morning and thereby hung a bit of a, not disaster, but yeah, not great. So the showers on this site are in need of upgrading. So when you go in, they're quite dark, not all of them have a light, and they have 3 hooks to put your stuff in. There's no shelf or anything like that. So if you've got a big tower like me and the hooks aren't that good, they're not very hooky. They're like cheap plastic ones, so that your tower falls off. And any clothes you sort of hang up, they fall off too. And any bag that you've put bits and bobs in falls off. So that wasn't great. Then you got in the shower and it was like that's if you could even get it hot, and then it got cold halfway through, and it wasn't through use. So because when I went in, there was one person in the shower, and whilst I was having a shower, that person left, so it was only me. And then when I got out, because everything was so cluttered, you only had hooks, I quickly got myself half dry, and like many ladies in the showers, wrapped myself in a towel and thought, right, go and finish off in one of the basin cubicles. And that's a really useful thing to do if you're on a site where the showers get full and there's a queue. It means you move to a basin, someone else can move to the shower. Only when I got to the basin, I thought, no, I won't have that one, I haven't got a door on it. And then I thought, oh no, it's that one. Then realised the 5 basins, none of them have doors on them at all. So how can I get changed and have any privacy? I did see plastic hooks, so I guess there was like shower curtains in front of them at one point, but now they're all open. I'm sorry, Caravan Club, but that's crap. It really is crap. And on a modern site, that needs to be sorted straight away.
I can give you a little bit of an update as well, because the Caravan finally went in for its service. So, needless to say, things are working better. But what they had done is turned off on the fuse box the heating and water. I'm not worried about heating weather like this, but water I did. I was going to use the facilities within the Caravan to have a shower, but there wasn't any water. By the time I found the button, it would have been far too long. So I had to go along and use the showers as well. And yes, you're right. 3 shower hooks, big cubicle, no shower curtain, no shelves. It was a nightmare. The shower was okay, but it's really old. It needs updating. Now, it is fair to say I'm actually putting these bits of video together from an amalgamation of several trips. But what this will do is give you a fair indication of the types of roads, and especially those ones that are unsuitable for caravans. You'll see why. Also, the ever-changing weather conditions. Most of the time it was nice. This was just one of those mornings where we had a bit of a thunderstorm.
Bear in mind, the car park at Blackpool Sands is not free. It's about £8 a day, and then if you go in the afternoon it drops down to £3, and if you go in the evening it drops down to £3. But you must bear in mind that although it says Blackpool Sands, there is actually no sand.
Now, looking at the beach from higher up and also looking down on a different day, you can see that the car park is fairly full on the left hand side there. On the right hand side the beach begins to fill up. Bear in mind this has been morning and there are people already in that sea.
And there you will see my friend, this solitary tree which I absolutely fell in love with. I did not fall in love with these roads though. Look at them. We did actually see a Mini going up that road. I would never attempt it.
And as we come into Dartmouth, you will see hedges that have been shaved in order for people to sit down on those benches. Brilliant. We're there, and so Dartmouth Town Centre is down the hill to the right hand side. Watch out, there's a speed camera halfway down. But if you go to the left here, you will go to the park and ride. And as you can see, there's only one solitary sign, but you're not really looking out for it. Oh, and there's a little. Actually pretty good. There is toilets at the park and ride which are free, because everything in the town centre there is going to be 20p minimum for you to go to the toilet down there, but these ones are quite clean. Right opposite where you catch the bus anyway. Yeah, very good.
How much fish?
And there's a Sainsbury's just ahead in front of us, just over there. And if you haven't invested in one of the silver things, you can see my car there with the silver windscreen on top. Just one of those cheap little things. If you've got a car with leather seats, you'll know why. Also, if you happen to have a motorhome, you can actually stay here. You're only there for 2 nights, and there is a fee for £10 a night, but it's okay. And so in we went. Now, I thought I heard a plane, or maybe it was a train. You can hear it. It's like noise in the valley, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Yeah, very nice, very evocative.
Definitely hearing. Now, our neighbours at the caravan site did say that this place was a hub, and we found that there's actually a trip you can go on which involves coming back on that train. And sure enough, we found a kiosk that sells something called a round robin ticket. And what this is you start off in Dartmouth and you go on the ferry up to Totnes, then you get on the bus across to Paynton, and then from Paynton you're going back to Kingswell on that steam train, and then you catch a little ferry which brings you back to where you started. So tomorrow's supposed to be a really nice day. Let's have a look and see if we can get our ticket on that.
Yeah, because that must be where Queensware is. And then we come across.
There's a lot going on there, isn't it? There's a little ferry.
Yeah, it's really busy.
Half of that jetty just over here, look.
Really busy little community here.
Oh, that's a lot. Some pretty big ones in there. As I found out, that's a pouch with bacon in it. There we go, another one caught. Moving on down this harbour, you can actually hire boats. You can actually do some tutorial lessons in canoeing, kayaking and sailing, and you can even do some paddleboard lessons. Further on down the harbour we follow the signs for the lower ferry. There must be another one at the other end then. And blimey, look at this.
So you're not an exact size, is it? No, just good luck if you got flip-flops on.
Now I can see beyond the slip road there are actually some people over there, and it looks like there's more to see, and there's a fort or something at the end there. Let's go and check that out. Yeah, Dartmouth is quite a nice place to go shopping by the looks of it.
And just around here I discovered a lovely little bookshop where I was absolutely forced to go in and buy stuff, and we came away with a teapot made of books, of course. And then further around the corner, whoa, look at that.
I think it's some sort of I don't know, harbour entrance bit or something. Well, you can go down streets like that, look.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's an actual fort, look. That's the sea right out there. And at some point it turns into an estuary. There we go. That's how it was done then. Oh, your cannons have holes. Quite amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Because you're going through there. Going through, that's cool at the moment.
Look, steps. Up we go then. This is an English heritage site, and that's where that actually brilliant. Has he got something?
It's a shell.
Look at these cobbles. Go. Well, that's it, we're done, and en route we decided to pop into somewhere to have a little bite to eat before we head back to the park and ride. And I have to say, the portion sizes are huge. But here we are, on a sightseeing bus trip.
Just the park and ride, which takes
Pretty
you
cool.
quite pretty, and then out through the arse end of Dartmouth.
Yeah, but Dartmouth's alright. Yeah. Around the other way. Well, that was a good day out, so what we'll do is we'll just pop into this idyll, get all our stuff for later on, head back to the site. Yeah, hang on there a minute, just a second, you did promise the bus, or buses. Have a look and see what happens when this bus meets another bus. That is an entrance to a farmer's field. And the other bus has to actually go into the field, let us through, and then it reverses back out again. Brilliant! You will also notice that you can bring Caravan down here, but things are really tight. And all that leaves me to do is thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that little bell, and we'll see you on the next one.